In a small windowless lab at NASA's Johnson Space Center, a group of engineers watched a computer screen in disbelief. They were testing a machine that, according to every law of physics we know, shouldn't work. It had no fuel, no exhaust, and no reason to move. And yet, it did. This is the story of the NASA experiment they didn't expect to work. A discovery that threatened to rewrite the rules of the universe. If you enjoy science explained through cinematic storytelling, consider subscribing for more discoveries like this. Welcome to EagleWorks. Officially known as the Advanced Propulsion Physics Laboratory, this is where NASA explores the fringe of science. In 2016, a leaked paper from this lab sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The experiment involved something called the M drive. If it was real, it meant we could travel to the stars without carrying tons of heavy fuel. It meant the end of the rocket era as we know it. To understand why this was so impossible, we have to go back to Sir Isaac Newton. His third law is simple. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. To move forward, a rocket must throw something backward. But the M drive, invented by British engineer Roger Scheuer, doesn't throw anything out. It's just a sealed copper cone with microwaves bouncing around inside. It's like trying to move a car by sitting inside and pushing on the dashboard. It shouldn't move. Yet when NASA's team turned it on in a vacuum, they measured thrust. Not much, just about 1.2 millinewtons per kilowatt. But it was there. And it shouldn't have been. This was the moment everything changed. The story didn't start at NASA. It began 15 years earlier in a small British workshop. Engineer Roger Scheuer had a radical idea that most of his colleagues thought was madness. Scheuer called it the electromagnetic drive. He claimed that by bouncing microwaves inside a tapered cavity, he could create a net force. In 2001, he founded Satellite Propulsion Research Ltd. to prove it. But if Scheuer was right, he wasn't just inventing a new engine. He was breaking the most fundamental law of modern physics. Could a single engineer really be right and every textbook in the world be wrong? For years, Scheuer was ignored, until 2008. A team at Northwestern Polytechnical University in China, led by Professor Yang Zhuan, decided to build their own. They too reported a positive result. And this time, the world started to pay attention. The real turning point came in 2016. After years of testing, NASA's EagleWorks team finally published their findings in a peer-reviewed journal. It wasn't just a leak anymore, it was official scientific data. But even with NASA's name on the paper, the scientific community remained deeply skeptical. Many believed the thrust wasn't real, but rather a ghost force, a tiny error caused by heat or magnetic interference. To settle the debate, one of the world's leading experts in space propulsion, Professor Martin Tajmar at Dresden University, decided to investigate. He built the most sensitive testing rig ever created to find out once and for all, was the M drive a miracle or a mistake? What Tajmar discovered would either confirm a new era of space travel or end the dream of the M drive forever. Next, we reveal the final experiment that shocked everyone. The results from Dresden were devastating for M drive proponents. Professor Tajmar found that when he shielded the device from heat and Earth's magnetic field, the thrust vanished. The impossible force was just a measurement error. It was a ghost force, thermal expansion of the testing arm that looked like propulsion. For now, the laws of physics remain unbroken. Newton was right all along. But while the M drive may have failed, the search for revolutionary propulsion hasn't stopped. NASA continues to refine ion thrusters and solar sails, technologies that work within the laws of physics to push us further than ever before. Every failed experiment brings us one step closer to the one that succeeds. Whether through nuclear thermal rockets or antimatter engines, our journey to the stars is only just beginning. The M drive taught us that science isn't just about finding the right answers. It's about having the courage to ask impossible questions and the discipline to follow the evidence wherever it leads. If you enjoyed this cinematic journey through the mysteries of our universe, consider subscribing and joining us for our next discovery, because the next impossible experiment might just be the one that works.